1st of this year? Or when did you
Okay.
come?
Yeah. 2 months ago.
Oh, like when school started.
No. Out here when they're trimester, when their semester started. It was a little wacky. My last one was trimester schedule, so I waited a week after getting here, and then I hopped in during this.
Gotcha.
Where are we at?
We're just waiting.
Sure. Can you send it to Ethan too?
Ethan?
Because he's going to show up to the auditorium for those PE classes.
Oh, is it auditorium?
Yeah, he's sitting down with the projector in the auditorium.
Anderson.
Alright, I'm gonna have one of you run and go.
And I'll go make an announcement when this is out.
Okay. Great. Good team member. Problem is, I don't think the Manson boys are here because I think their dad's getting married today. I'm like, who's she? Who's he getting? She's just like me-fi area.
It might take just a second for the PE classes to get into the auditorium, so you might want to do some floor at the beginning.
I'm just gonna thank them for their stuff.
Okay. Because it might take them, because there's dance company weights and PE.
Okay.
It might take them just a little bit.
So he'll have it up and running when they walk in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's setting it up right now.
Okay. Is it, like, is there,
Is this going to go to seminary?
could you send the link to seminary? Do they get their, when we go to get our announcements, yeah?
So they get it when they send it to the MHS staff?
They have TVs in there, don't
I know, but they get the email from when it goes to MHS staff.
But will they get the announcement? It goes to MHS teachers. They're on the teacher.
Oh, because it goes to staff too.
Yeah, you're on the staff one, but they're on the teacher one. At least Barlow is. I don't know about the other two. I could text Barlow. He probably won't get the text though. Kirsten. I was gonna just call her.
Hey, any of you guys know how to find the key?
Yeah.
The key?
So it's this one?
Us?
Class is gonna be over here in a second.
Dang it.
It's so slow.
Computer. I did it under a different. Oh, that's my. Right. I'm trying to find the link to it.
You mean the link to this?
Live, yeah.
Does it give it to you before you go live?
I'll talk about like how we had a meeting at
We go live
the
as
beginning
well.
and now that'll give them
We
some time
are.
to.
We are live right now. I can't find the freaking.
Balar, it's Susan Hatch. How are you? I'm good. Hey, we are going to be doing a live video here in just a few moments. We want to talk to the students about sportsmanship. So we're going to be sending out a link. Can you guys air that? I mean, we're going to make an announcement that says, hey, teachers, can you please, try their link on that we sent you or connect to the link we sent you. I don't know. You guys probably don't hear announcements, do you? Oh, you do?
We can try it on see if it works.
Well, I won't
No,
tell
mine
you.
too. We're gonna get ready to go live here in a moment. Alrighty? Thanks, Scott. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Okay, go live. What kind of things do you hear from the band? The vulgar stuff, what are they doing?
Kind of like, imagine not being able to, and then something that, I don't know, or you can't do that. It's a lot of those two.
The person attack. We're gonna talk about it.
Stupid. I don't like those. Specifically, those ones are what get on my nerves.
And then airball.
Yeah.
And you got swatted.
Yep.
Oh, that one
Yep.
gets on my nerves.
Yep.
I hate that one.
Well, it singles that person out. It's not so
And it's totally like, yeah, that's part of the game.
And have they ever shot an airball before? Have they ever been swatted? Yes.
So I have.
Yeah.
It's happened.
I actually, I would just email the link.
Or like when they play
friends peed on down
That's what I'm
Sweat's
saying, is
truck
I'm not getting a leak at all.
during volleyball.
During volleyball.
So our kids will not let that go.
Well, okay, still. But like,
So
that's right.
they have to let it go.
They
Take the
get
high road.
yeah.
Into it. we're
So that's
confused.
not justifying it, but that's what started it. So they,
Wait, so what started it? Do you think I could visit?
Keegan and his friends peed on Dallon's truck during
computer?
a volleyball game here.
Oh.
So that, and our kids won't let it go.
Alright, so here's my channel on here.
Take the high road, guys.
Yeah.
And just going back and forth, so somebody needs to be the leader and stop. Bottom line.
And it's been great to have Timmy with the kids, but it's sad
They're doing the
what
same
they're
thing.
showing the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
they're doing the same thing. They're yelling, "You got swatter," and "Your daddy," and oh my gosh.
because, they're looking up to us.
Alright, so.
Timmy can only do so much.
That's
I
right.
don't understand why people think it's cool to
Live.
diss on the
there it
other
is.
team.
But
instead
Timmy
of-
needs to tell them not to do it if they're doing
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And he's
Just
not.
trying to get it from here.
So we gotta get him to gotta import him somehow to.
So what we
So
want
we
to
go
do
over
is
and
just
tell those
try and
kids
test
not to
it.
say that stuff.
So I'm going to email
Unless when the
them.
stands there the whole time.
I want to know really who's deciding to start the ones in our rowdy crowd. Because last year, our rowdy crowd was just silent. It just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It was not rowdy.
I know. We need
But
them to
this
be
year,
rowdy.
People have been starting things, but they've been starting things that get them riled up. Like instead of being competitive, they want to be mad, which are very different.
And the UHSA is asking us to not cheer against other teams, but cheer for our team.
Right.
And
Okay.
be positive.
So now everybody else be quiet, and just you two talk.
We're
Okay.
talking. Okay. All right. No, we're just practicing. I want to test the.
Oh,
sound.
okay. So if you were to recommend anything to the kids, how would you recommend it?
Like, what does the pep band do?
Um,
I think we're good.
so the band.
You want us to keep talking?
I would get a little bit closer. Then, okay,
Oh,
So-
sorry, I shouldn't ask that then.
just as a couple of suggestions, is one,
Alright.
make sure you don't speed up your talking. It's very easy to start talking fast when you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's live, that can mess it up. So just make sure you're speaking at a nice, normal pace.
Okay.
Um,
Will somebody like tell us if we start, so we can. Like,
Yeah.
Like.
Slow down.
yeah, they can give you some.
Slow down.
guidance.
Speak up.
It's also a nice idea to try and keep the same volume throughout.
Yeah, and that's, yeah.
Because we've
That
never edited
is
it, so.
more projected better than not.
It's really common when you start off for you to be like very loud, like hello, how are you doing, and then drop off.
You start getting.
So just try the consistent emotion, projection, yeah. Just whatever you find comfortable that you can keep with.
Okay.
You don't need to be specifically
Alright,
loud
okay.
or quiet.
I know you have to look down to read notes, but it's always best to try to keep up as much as you can.
Speaking from the heart.
Yes.
Look at the camera as much as you can.
Yes, we will.
We may have to pick these once in a while, right?
But we're speaking from the heart.
Just in
If
case.
you're wanting my input,
I'll start recording soon.
cheerleaders. It's in the name. They lead the cheers. Participate with them.
Amen.
Follow them.
Oh,
Because
okay,
like
so.
I will not even know that they are cheering
we
until I
want
see
to
them
tell
doing
everybody
something,
to
and
actually
we will do our best to join in. But if the rowdy crowd's speaking over them, or if they're like not encouraging leaders, following them in their cheers, it has very little power. Like it's only like half the school is doing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Following the cheerleaders in their cheers, supporting them
Yeah.
will bring us together in
Who? Anderson.
Ian or Owen?
Oh, Owen.
Because purposefully, cheerleaders don't have any hurtful cheering. We're never gonna get yelled at for following the cheerleaders. And they work hard for them. They practiced a lot during the summer to get them down. We should
Okay,
follow
The
them.
problem with part of that too, though, is that
live.
Yeah.
I've got that Dean's cold.
Oh no.
I've got his man cold.
You'll manage it very well.
Got hit. Like the other night we went home, I started feeling it, and I went home and slept on the couch, and I took 2 blankets, and then just went
slept, and then I woke up at 1 thinking it was time to wake up. I'm like,
Well,
12
when
o'clock,
you
what
make
am I
the
doing?
nap, so we're then
But
gonna
it's just
want a
like,
couple minutes to
yeah,
have
but I haven't been, I'm like, I am not missing work, I am not doing that, like, I'm,
How
it's
long
just that
do you
stupid
think you'll
coffee.
be?
How long?
Yeah.
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Okay, so we're almost where the bell's gonna ring.
At
So
what time?
It rings at 40.
Okay.
So do you want to, first thing when you're on, just say,
Just
don't
stay in the
leave
class, don't
when the
leave your
bell
class.
rings,
Yeah.
You leave after this.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that bell rings, they're all gonna take off.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Good deal.
I was
No,
trying,
you're
but-
good.
It's actually good that we're catching it at the end of the
I
class
don't
period
know.
anyway, so.
And then we'll start in,
Couple minutes.
yeah.
So do you have the link copy? Then I'll just start recording when, like a little bit before we go live.
This is so technical.
Isn't it though? It's so awesome that we can do it though.
Do you congratulate the wrestlers?
Yeah, should. Dallon's back.
Amelia?
Dallon, congratulate Dallon on his championship.
Okay, so they're gonna start getting on now. You're not gonna start yet, we're gonna give them a couple minutes to get on. But you might want to try and do something to entertain them, or they're just gonna be staring at you.
Do something that's going to entertain them?
That's
Would it be possible to
awesome.
just mute it and just have them talk normally?
Yeah, you can mute it if you want.
Just when we go live, we do that.
ahead and get started.
All right, go ahead.
Good morning, MHS. We are here to first share some celebrations with you. But before I start with that, please, if the bell rings you to go to your 4th hour, please stay and listen to this very important message from Ms. Hannah. We want to share some things that we learned from the HSAA, but we also want to celebrate good things that you're doing too. And I want to start off by saying thank you for all that you do to cheer our teams on, to show up, be there, to be loud, and to help them win these games that they're winning. I also want to take a minute, and Hatch is with me too. We want to celebrate our girls and boys wrestling team and their wonderful season, the great tournament and placements, and a big celebration for Dallin Sweat, who is the state champion for the 193 weight class, I believe. So congratulations on that. Okay, moving forward. Susan and I had to attend a Zoom meeting with the UHSSA this last week, and they're very, very concerned about sportsmanship throughout the state of Utah in our high schools, including our rowdy crowds, our parents, coaches, teams, and they asked us to take a few minutes to share with our students and our staff and our parents the importance of being sportsmanlike and being classy. And we're doing a good job because we do get a fair email saying that they are so pleased and proud of how Manta High handles themselves, but we also have some things happening that we need to have stopped. So let me just share those with you moving forward. They brought up the fact that in some schools there's some racial violence going on, racial slurs, chants, some barking, things like that going on that needs to stop. They also wanted to share with you in the handbook, it says right here, if Chris, if you'll post that, it says taunting, and now we understand taunting because this is something that I think that we don't understand that needs to be clarified.
It's not working.
Oh, okay, well, then we'll just keep going. So I'll just read it to you. It says, taunting includes any actions or comments by coaches, players, or spectators which are intended to bait, anger, embarrass, ridicule, or demean others. And I think when we do our little chants, we're thinking it's all fun in the game. But honestly, if you shout air ball, that's singling out that person that just shot that air ball. If you shout, you got swatted, who just got swatted? One person. If you're shouting, you can't do that, then somebody just barely made a foul that was, they call it on a foul. So that's singling those students out, and that's what they're talking about when you bait, when you single out, when you ridicule.
Giving, like, taunting at a specific
Saying,
number on
yeah,
a basketball jersey.
Yes, saying players' numbers or names, or saying things like traitor or whatever it is. Those are all ridiculing and singling someone out, and we can't do it.
Making comments about how they look or their shoes or anything that's minute, that's singling out an individual. We don't do that.
We just can't do it. So moving forward, they're asking, and then we've asked you all along to please, because we want you to be there. We want you to cheer loud for our team. We want it to be the loudest place that anybody's ever been, just because our crowd is so amazing. But it needs to be positive. We can cheer for our team. We can be loud. We can do those positive chants. We can follow the cheerleaders. We just cannot be singling other people out or baiting the other crowd to have them bait us. And I know what you're gonna say. Well, they do it, but we don't need to be that way. Because they do it doesn't make it right. We need to be the classy team. We need to be the sportsmen. We need to be the example, the leaders. So please, moving forward, we're asking that of you. When we come by and say, guys, please follow the rules, please be nice, cheer for our team, don't cheer against somebody else, that's what we're talking about. So Susan's gonna talk a little bit about state tournament. There are some things you need to understand before you start going to those games.
Yes, there's some things that are considered acceptable at the games, and some things that are not acceptable. So ushers, if you have any type of a sign, if it's a banner, if it's a picture of an athlete's face or whatever, they will take those away. What you can have is you can have pom-poms, you can have towels, you can also have rally towels, and you can have shirts and certain things like that, but the faces cannot be painted. The shirts have to be legible. You cannot stand on the seats. And the ushers that they said over at SUU will be looking for those types of things. So let's not bait them and try to take it to the limit. Let's just come, and if you're bringing something to to support the team on, then allow it to be like a pom or a rally towel. But let's do it in a positive manner. And I would hope and what we stand for. Let's be the team that sets the bar and sets it to that standard so that everyone emulates what Manti High School does. Because you never get that second chance to make that first impression. And so when we're coming to state, we want the other high schools and the fans and the parents of the other high schools to say, that team knows how to cheer, but they know how to do it in the right way, and it's impressive, and that's what we want to emulate.
And that's what they say when let's do Rowdy right. And I do want to really go back to that. You have to have a shirt. You can't have a shirt off with a M-N-A-N-T-I on your chest, and you can't have your face painted because you have to be identifiable. And that was reinforced to us when we were doing that. So, any thoughts moving forward?
I think that's it.
All right. Thanks
We're
for what
excited.
you do. Thanks for being who you are. You really, truly are amazing. And our coaches say all the time how wonderful it is to have such a great crowd there. But let's do it positive. Let's do it right. Let's not make anybody feel bad, because everybody's doing what they love, and they don't need to be criticized or ridiculed because they make a mistake, because we're all human. We all make mistakes, and there's no reason to make that be part of our culture. So I hope that you're all going to go to the game tonight. It's at 7 o'clock. Be there, be loud,
Students
be present.
must have their activity card. If you want
Yes.
to get in for free, the students have to have their activity card. Otherwise, it costs $5.
Yep. And it is state rate, so there will be no passes. So be sure and tell your parents that it's the state rates for this game. All right.
Okay.
Continue on. Be who you are. Thank you for leading. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Thanks. Bye.